What's up guys, I'm Brendan, this is Ricky, and together we're ATFW, and today we're at Morisset Lunatic Asylum for the criminally insane.
Guys, the Morisset Lunatic Asylum was opened up in 1933 and it holds a big significance in New South Wales and I believe Australia because it was the first lunatic asylum specifically designed for the criminally insane. So only criminals came here. They were also sent here from other jails and other prisons to be deemed whether or not they were too dangerous to actually go back to their jail or whether they would stay here. The jail was up in operations until I believe 1974, and from then onwards it was closed down and all the inmates were moved to what is now known as the Long Bay Jail. So it's been kind of abandoned for quite a while now. A lot of the buildings and what you see around in a minute are pretty destroyed and pretty decrepit. A lot of graffiti and vandalism goes on here as we are in the middle of nowhere, basically surrounded by almost 8-meter tall brick fences. So there's no way in or out. I mean, if you were back then in the prison, but yeah, it's a pretty awesome spot to come and check out.
So the goal today is a little bit different from usual. What we're going to be trying to do is stay overnight here and try and catch something on camera because there has been paranormal sightings here in the 2 wards that are still standing.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to catch something on camera for you and it makes for a good video.
100%. With that said guys, hope you enjoy the video and until next time, peace. Yeah. It was, from what they say, it was for maximum security, so you can picture why they had it out in the middle of the nowhere.
Yeah.
Because back then there wouldn't have been houses or anything around, so if someone escaped,
Yeah,
they're just going to be running through the bush.
I mean, the car's just floating over, it's doing fine.
Oh, there's the wall.
Oh no, you can start seeing it.
There's the
Yeah, that's one entrance.
yeah, there's the wall right
that
there.
entrance is fucked.
Fucking hell, dude, that is a massive wall.
Yeah, well, it was maximum security, so
Well,
I
yeah, that's
mean-
true, yeah.
when you're in there, I mean, you weren't getting out.
Yeah, that was
Jeez, man.
Yeah, you were there for a reason kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. A little fireplace or something.
Yeah, it must have been a building there, used to be.
Probably like an old, like a outhouse. Can we drive through that?
I don't know
I don't know if it'll fit.
to be honest. I reckon we, hang on, let's get out and have a quick look. You want to get out and have a quick look? And then that way we can just kind of walk in a little bit, have a look for an entrance that we will fit. Alright, so we're just had a quick peek in and we're going to go around to the other entrance around here where the car will definitely fit. There might be another pathway, like they may have.
Yeah,
Actually,
possibly.
that looks pretty gnarly as well. And people with 100% dirt bike here is like, you can see the little dirt bike tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, sweet. That's pretty easy. That track looks paved.
Yeah, I
down
know,
there.
but I don't know where that track goes
Yeah,
to. It might go to
exactly.
one of those other ones that are blocked off, you know?
Oh my god, and we're in.
Jesus.
We have got one more group here, guys. Just some dudes doing a little bit of exploring, similar to us. But
Fire twirling. I would have gone up that way, dude.
you reckon?
Yeah, that probably would have been easier.
This looks pretty chill. Doesn't look too bad. so
done doing some bear roll, done doing some drone shots. Maybe have a bit of a walk around and just get a bit of the lay of the land before it gets too dark. So we were pretty lucky to be able to have a chat to a couple of the locals that just walked through telling us about this place. You know, saying that they've been here throughout the years, and they say that it gets really creepy, really eerie at night.
yeah.
And he did point out that there is one particular spot in the back corner which while we're having a walk around, we'll have a look for, which is apparently, he reckons, is
Well, he said he gets kind of weird feelings.
yeah,
there.
yeah. He didn't say he believed in the paranormal, but he said he got weird feelings. He joked saying it was haunted. So
Yeah. And as you can see, guys,
that's our forte. So we'll have a look. Yeah, I guess.
these are the old wards. So I don't know which one's 22 and 21. I don't know which one's kind of which, but yeah, it is so run down here. Like
Well, this is the bigger one. This is the one that wraps around.
yeah,
So this one wraps around.
you see there's like burnt cars and
And as you see everywhere, there's a wall just surrounding the entire thing.
yeah, we're completely walled in here. There are a few exits, but yeah, we're completely walled in.
He said it went underground.
Yeah, I think through that little gap there maybe.
I don't think it would be. I ain't going through that gap, bro.
Oh, same.
Maybe this is not chimney. I don't know. It's just something.
As you can see, all this is just completely run down. Here's a shot of the actual gate where Brendan's walking right now. This is the entrance you want to take. If you guys come here, look for this entrance. This is definitely the way you want to get in.
So these would have been individual cells,
Yeah, exactly.
and there would have been walls here with a window, and then bars,
Jeez.
so that people can, you know, still see out. But
Man, they didn't get much back then, didn't they?
no.
Like, it is small as hell.
Yeah, but when you think about it, when you're in prison, you probably only get that much room. I mean, I wouldn't know, but when you're in
Yeah.
prison, I would imagine you'd only have this much room, and I would assume that it would be doubled.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would be bunked.
Again, guys,
think
just
they
to
had, like-
reinforce this was maximum security.
Yeah. So, and
So-
I think there was 1,400 people here at a peak at one point. I think I
Yeah.
read somewhere. So that means like that would have been pretty cramped.
Shit,
It's a bit of
that's the
a trail.
spot, dude. So this is the spot this guy that we just spoke to maybe about 20-30 minutes ago told us about.
Fuck no.
Holy. Man, that is... Yeah, we got to come back here with the lights. Put your flashlight on, maybe follow quickly.
Us.
Can't really see anything in
We'll
there.
have to come back with all that.
Okay, we got to come back with the lights. Dude, that is legit scary. Look at the bars, guys.
There
This
you
is
go.
what they would have...
That's the bars that they would have had.
Holy dude. Fuck that. Look at just that hole in the wall there.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting that creepy feeling.
Yeah, dude, definitely gotta check this place out later. Would you get any feelings there? Because that guy
Yeah.
had mentioned, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say
definitely
when
felt
when
weird there.
when I poked my head in, it was kind of like something was pushing back, almost.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like because I was about to step through, and then I felt something kind of pushing back, so I was leaning forward to have a look. Yeah, I wanted to mention before, I guess while we're on the subject of weird feelings, probably a good idea. Ever since we've arrived here,
You get a weird feeling.
remember how I said at Tarban Creek, and I'm like, I feel like we're being watched,
Yeah.
and we were. I got that same feeling right now that we're being watched.
Like, I definitely had...
And and the funny thing is, even though we're allowed to be here, like, there's nothing stopping us from being. There's no security. It's all permitted. I get the feeling of we're not supposed to be here. Like we shouldn't.
I
be.
definitely felt uneasy coming here, but since kind of being here, the longer I'm here, I think the better I start to feel, but I still feel a little bit...
I get the worst. I get the opposite. It gets worse.
I still feel a little bit weird. Alright guys, we're going to keep the tour going and catch you soon. kind of
Hey.
basic at the most. What the fuck was that? Did you just hear that?
Yeah, shut up. There's something in there. Can you hear it? Go have a look.
Cat or a dog or something.
Oh no, fuck it. Oh, I reckon.
This
for
probably
sure.
would have just been a massive courtyard around here.
Down here?
Yeah. Then again, so do you reckon they left it all overgrown with bushes so people couldn't climb out? Because I mean, how the fuck do you climb out of that? If you're trying to do like a prison break, you know what I mean?
Right, I'd struggle with a ladder.
Yeah, exactly. This is the pool.
Actually, we'll show you to scale how big the wall is in a bit as well, guys. Yeah, that's the pool there. Just filthy muck chucked in it. What do you got over there?
Nah, it's so abused over here, man. Like a massive boat just thrown in here. Jeez. That must have been like a pool shed or something here on this bit. It being like a shed or something.
It's
You can't climb this.
yeah, like there's no way you'd. I mean, there would be a way, but
And for measure, I'm just over 6'1", just under 6'1".
so that's what 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 Rickies. 20.
So-
I'd say about 20 feet tall.
Yeah. So guys, I'm like just over 6'1", for everyone wondering. Brendan's about 6'2". So that wall is at least.
6'2". I mean, yeah, I'll go with 6'2". Round up, why not?
So that part there is at least close to 20 feet. You weren't climbing that. Yeah.
No, it'd be about 6.
No, you weren't climbing that.
It'd be 7, 8 meters in some points.
This is a door. Look, this is the same. This is the same thing that was down by the pool.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not 2-story.
I don't think it is 2 stories. I think it's. You know what it might be?
Let's try to get around that way.
You know what it might be? It might be a cellar. No. It's just on wooden struts. It's the foundation. Alright, so on that note, be careful where you step in here because we might go through the floor.
This is definitely bathrooms.
Yeah, look at it.
Kanye 2020.
Kanye 2020.
Kanye came here.
That's kind of creepy. There's just faces painted on the wall. Keep moving forward. So
Yeah, I'm just soaking in.
maybe a medical ward or something. These are the cells here.
You can see they had no room in there.
Yeah, look at the struts on the floor. Completely burnt out. Not a lot of room. I wonder what's down there.
All the floors are just caved in here.
Yeah. Looks like there's a bit of a path through there as well.
Yeah.
Room.
This almost maybe, yeah, if not, this could have been offices, because that kind of looks like little offices in there.
Yeah.
Through here.
Well, no, it wouldn't have been because this is the wards. The officers would have been in a separate building.
No, but they would have had control, you know, guards would have been stationed in here, you know what I mean?
That's a good point, yeah, that's true.
See, like through there, that definitely looks like either an entrance, say where someone would come up and register in, or something. I don't know, man.
Did they have people coming? Oh, yeah.
Well, it was still a prison. So, I mean, if your loved one was in there, I mean, they wouldn't, I guess, stop you from visiting, but they would...
Actually, that would have been a sink mounted on those metal poles over there.
Maybe this was just bathrooms in a wet area.
No, I don't think it was a wet area. I'm thinking something more sinister. If you do know, if someone there's watching and does know,
Comment down below.
yeah, let us know. We'd be curious ourselves.
Trying to trek through this way.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Jeez, man. Look at this. So, like, I mean, it wasn't even walled off. This was just, like, fenced off, basically. I mean, could you imagine if it was cold here and these were your freaking cells?
Oh, yeah, you got a point, man.
I mean, it wasn't even... This, no.
Just so you guys can see, this is mesh. Rusted up mesh.
This looks like it's like, you know, when you go to a hospital, this is like a, you know, you walk down
And then
it's
there's
like...
medical. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt like that was...
Yeah.
Because these rooms here could have been where they were doing
That could have been like a medical room. back
yeah,
there.
and like these individual rooms here could have been like...
Examinations and stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that,
Doctors
you know?
could have been set up.
Yeah, they could have been doing autopsies or... I mean, God knows what.
There are poison berries on this tree.
Yeah.
Don't eat the berries.
For those of you who don't know, everything in Australia kills you.
This leads out to a courtyard.
Hang on, look, fireplace.
Yep. So this would have been some sort of foyer or something. And look here, this is a door out to what would have been just like a garden or something.
Yeah, and you can see where the gate would have been mounted on these hinges.
Cells. These are definitely cells. This here is definitely where a gate used to be for cells.
Yeah,
So
but it
these on
doesn't
this
seem very
side are-
strong.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, it's got a
Yeah,
cell feel,
these are
yeah.
cells. But again, you know what's weird with the cells? Is look, they were just open. You can see where they cut off the gates. See the fences? See all the iron? See there's all the studs in the brickwork.
Yeah.
So I mean, they didn't even protect them from the elements, really. And look, you can see
That's
the just
hardcore,
off the doors. So I mean, they had iron bars on the outside. They had a door here,
Yeah,
and
but
then just open.
it's a wooden frame door, though. Like, I don't get that.
Well, I mean, this was in the 30s.
Yeah, it's true.
So
I
they
guess.
didn't have really.
Yeah, we're used to more the idea of like, you know, concrete and metal.
And at the same time, like we said, there wasn't much funding for this place.
Woo.
So
Bit of a drop there.
this one's still got the floor somewhat intact. I wouldn't walk over it though. I mean, where are you
Well,
gonna...
actually, you know what this would have been? This would have been isolation. Rick, this would have been isolation.
You got a spider web. Could have been.
No, like, just get with my train of thought here.
Yeah.
You've got cells along here. You got medical ward over there, and like a little entrance area over there.
Maybe it was.
And then here, there's would have been a gate to go in here, and that's like this. And then you look down there. Yeah, but you look down there, it's a divot. It's not flat. It's a divot, so they can't climb over there as well. So this would have been isolation.
Yeah.
This would have been where the real.
Or
Probably
that,
where
other,
the-
or that other spot that we were with the underground part.
Oh my God! For all we know, both could have been.
That's too deep.
Long ass legs, bro. Oh. Oh, the car. Man, that looks creepy just standing there looking in there.
Yeah. Guys, like we said, the goal here tonight, we're going to try to stay as late as we possibly can, if not overnight. We've got all the stuff for investigations, dowsing rods, EMF, we bought a Ouija board. I reckon this is the spot tonight, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
I think this is the spot.
I reckon in there or that other spot where I was getting that feeling of like
I get shaky when we...
not being let in. I didn't really get too much of a bad feeling over there.
No, but talking about doing the Ouija board and stuff gets me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty freaked out.
Hopefully it works, right?
I reckon we go back, chill out for a bit, go back with the light, go check out that other spot in the dark.
Yeah, let's wait for it to get
and then
dark. And
maybe
just...
do a walk with the dowsing rods and the EMF reader.
Yeah.
And then we do like a bit of an investigation to see if there's anything spiking. And I reckon once the sun goes down, we chill out in the car for a bit, wait till 3 AM, bust out the Ouija board.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright guys, we're gonna go chill out in the car for just a little bit. We're gonna go grab lights, EMF reader and dowsing rods, and then just go for a bit more of a walk around and see if we can pick up any electromagnetic frequencies or any weird vibes or anything.
Yeah.
With that said, we'll see you soon. Alrighty guys, so we just chilled out a little bit. Sun's completely down now. It's going to be getting fairly dark soon. We're going to go do one last little walk around with the EMF reader and with a pair of dowsing rods and just see if we pick up anything weird or abnormal or strange. And then from there on we're going to basically camp out until it's about 3 AM and then do the Ouija board. So a long night ahead of us. But
yeah, long night ahead of us, but
this will pretty much tell us if there's anything weird going on here, and
yeah.
I guess we'll go from there.
Yeah, well, it's pretty good. It's just gone just after 8 o'clock, so the sun has pretty much gone straight down. Yeah, it's just gonna...
Should get pretty damn dark soon.
Yeah, so, alright.
Alright guys, stick with us. We're going to go walk around, see if we pick up anything on the EMF and dowsing rods, and yeah, I guess we'll go from there.
Nothing out here.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Alrighty. So just put Brendan's phone and my phone in the car. Nothing in the pockets. Now it's literally the only electronic device out here is the camera.
Yeah.
And like, turn it on. As you can see, I'm standing about 3 feet from Brendan.
Yeah, but even if it gets closer, it's not gonna. it's right on the lens.
That's
and it's not
right on it. So
yeah. Just want to make sure that nothing's interfering with it. Any results that we do get is either, well, it's genuine results. You know, it's not accidental results from us.
And guys, we don't claim to be experts on this stuff. We don't claim to be experts on EMF readers and etc.
Yeah, but someone in the comments said we should get one, so we did.
Exactly.
We give it a go. So
we're all about just seeing to believing, and we're all about trying stuff out for ourselves.
Yeah, so we're just a bit curious.
Anything weird? No.
That's loud.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna walk under us just 'cause
So nothing in the first little building that we went to.
I mean, I guess it's also a matter of like finding that sweet spot, because supposedly these are supposed to pick up the electromagnetic frequency of a spirit. And I mean, if I was a spirit, I wouldn't be just standing around doing nothing all day. I'd probably go for a walk.
Yeah.
So I mean, we may not have come across anyone. God, that's overgrown.
Alright, let's head to the next spot.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty.
Alright, so we've gotten over to the other ward. Let's have a bit of a...
That starts going off now that we get here. Hold on.
Oh.
That's constant.
Yeah.
Move the camera, it's still going off.
If anything, you're going away.
It got harder when I went further, so.
No, it's gone. We're inside the ward now, just having a walk. Ooh.
It's going off here.
Is it in there? No, it's not. It was out here that it was. trying to find, like, kind of use it as a compass.
Yeah.
So, boys, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
So, a couple of locals that we ran into. Guys, what was your name again?
Anthony.
Anthony.
And Lee.
Lee, nice to meet you guys. So I don't know, you guys got a little bit of backstory on this place. I guess you guys know much more
Yeah,
about
well, I'm 39 in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I've pretty, tell me about it. But a lot of my family and that worked out here.
Yeah, right.
Back in the day, my mum comes from a family of 12, so
Yeah.
a lot of families around here worked out here.
Yeah, right.
It was, there was 1,500 patients here at one stage.
Jeez.
And this here itself, a lot of bad things went on, and
Yeah.
we used to come out here as a kid and do naughty things, smoke a bit of weed or whatever.
Yeah.
And some of the things at night, you could just feel it like that, just that
The energy and
energy and like the cold, like someone come up beside you and just the cold running down. You're just like, oh, has it got cold or what? It'll be the middle of summer.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Any sweet spots like that you kind of saw a lot, like?
Well, what do you reckon, Anthony?
Man, well, underneath here, this was never discovered until.
Yeah.
so this was all what, hold up and
Years ago or something like that. There's actually there's all hidden little dungeons like the whole way, like halfway under and everything, man. Like little hidden dungeons and that. Yeah, I've ended up walking through there and that, and it's a bit how you going kind of thing. But
there wouldn't be a local around here that hasn't got a story of something happened when they've been out here at night. It's just the energy and the like you know what I mean, and heard people talking and murmurs and like crazy people talk, that like voices and that repetitive, like a crazy person would, you know what I mean, like talking to himself, and the walking, like there used to be like structural. Was it up the top here, Anthony? Where there was like the old building?
yeah, they had the tower. Just out from the front. Big tower and that, but down the bottom was like, I don't know. I think it was kind of like their, where they just lock you in a dark cell and.
Because it was
whatever kind of thing,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the crazy of the crazy people, and they were bad characters, and bad things happened to them.
Yeah. Where was the isolation part?
Just
over the tower.
It's not there now. It's all been knocked down and that. But
Kind of like where the burnt out cars are.
No, just
I
just up here.
think we saw something of it as we're coming in.
Like a fire, fireplace kind of thing on the ground. That's what it looks like. And that used to be the structure of the tower, but then just back from that, they used to have a set of stairs and it used to go down and down into
Down the cellars.
down the cellar, kind of thing. And
buried and shit.
I couldn't say that there probably is, it probably isn't. I don't know.
It's
but
changed a lot over here because of insurance reasons. They've had to bury a lot.
You
know what I mean?
Exactly.
And now it's all Aboriginal. Me and Anthony are both Aboriginal. This is Aboriginal ground out here now, but yeah, it's crazy.
It's cool to be able to still come to places like this. I mean, that's the thing with us is like, a lot of these places get either knocked down and go into redevelopment, or they just put fences up and private property, no entering, and they got security here. So
that's part of the reason why we like doing this stuff, just because like show people like 10 years from now it might not be here kind of thing. So show people what.
Yeah, well, you go back 15, 20 years ago, there was a lot more structure. Yeah, and that's what I mean. We used to come out here and hang out as kids, as you do. You got nothing else to do and sort of spook each other out. But it was scary out here, and it still is. Like overnight, you just get that feeling like someone's behind you.
Well, you were saying that when we came here.
Yeah, I had this feeling of like someone was watching us.
Watching you constantly.
Yeah.
You get someone that's like, there's no doubt.
You'll get movement of animals and that out here, but you know the difference between a kangaroo moving and a person's footsteps. Exactly. And it's,
the difference.
what is it? Only 2 patients ever escaped from here.
Yeah, 2
down
patients,
the bottom.
Yeah, down the bottom.
2 mattresses and put them on top of each other and climbed it and got out.
Because we went to the fence earlier and we
go.
were like,
so that's how you get out.
I stood at the fence and I was like, this is at least like 3 times my height. I was like,
yeah, they got 2 mattresses, and as silly as crazy they were smart enough to know 2 mattresses, climbed and got out.
Far out.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
Yeah, it is a crazy place. It really is. Without
Was that
no pun in that, but
yeah,
there's only female like nurses and stuff like that and all that. We only like they were pretty much the ones looking after all the patients. It was all females and that. There was only 2 guards out the front. There was an old house out the front. Before you actually walk in and that, just down a little bit on the driveway off to your right, used to be there, and that was the guard's house. That was the only kind of guard kind of thing. Besides, you had the tower and stuff like that. But
yeah, right.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I've had I remember my missus back when we were kids. I would have been 17. She would have been 16. Standing there and like that, watching her hair, like someone just walked up behind her, went, had like a flick of the hair. And she was trying to lie to herself back then. It was a breeze. It was this.
You kind of debunk it instantly.
Yeah, it wasn't a breeze. If it was a breeze, I would have felt it.
Yeah.
But it was like someone just went poof and flicked the back of the hair.
Crap.
But you could, like, you know what I mean, like that white sort of aura. You know, I've seen even orbs out here, like coloured orbs. Like weird things that, as a kid, I never believed in. Things I've always been, if I see it, see my own eyes, hear it with my own ears, I will. You know what I mean? I've seen things flying in the sky.
Yeah.
I've lived with ghosts. These sort of places I've lived with ghosts that haunted me and literally terrorised me. But I still haven't seen Jesus. Not saying he's not real. Not saying he's not real, but I still. That's right. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. And this place is on the right nights. It is electrifying.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like they were terrorised, and they done some bad shit out here. To the patients. Yes, exactly.
We went to
tortured
There's no law to it.
We went to the old Tarpon Creek lunatic asylum a while back in the last grade, and they did used to do, like, there was reports of people getting, like, you know,
lobotomized, and like electric shock,
beaten and all sorts of crazy shit there. Like even to the staff, like the inmates, you know, would you know, kill the staff members as well.
Yeah. Well, they reckon there's a few bodies that aren't accounted for.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
Out here, that's what I said. Like a lot of family works.
It would be a graveyard somewhere, wouldn't there? There have to be.
Well, and things that, you know, well, if you didn't have family and you were out here, they did what they wanted to, because there's no, you weren't governed by anything. No, family don't care. No one's going to ask questions. But that's what happened. Apparently a couple of them, they weren't aware that they had family, and when family was like, what happened to them? Questions had to be answered. Well, a big cover up, you know what I mean? And the hospital itself used to, if families had just put them in here, here's 300,000, do as you please, and they'd just get the money and pretty much just fill them up with pills and see you later. Yeah, it was crazy out here. We used to hang out here a lot as kids, didn't we?
Yeah. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for the insight, man. Look, appreciate it.
If you back up this way again, man.
Really cool little
interview with some locals that have been here. Yeah, like as you guys would have heard it. But I wanted to say it when I got a bit away from him, because I was standing right next to that gap in the hole, like the hole in the wall. And as he was talking, I kept feeling breathing down my neck.
Dude, I literally kept seeing something white come in and out.
I had the breathing down the neck, and then as he started talking about people getting buried here and not being found and stuff like that, I felt something grab my shoulder, like right there, and I was like, that's why, I don't know if you get it on camera, but I like jerk and I look, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, it was like a grab, like something kind of like touch, not a firm one, just like a soft brush. I don't know how to explain that, but
that was creepy as hell.
Yeah, this place
definitely,
as it gets darker, it gets a lot more terrifying. Here, plus
well, they basically described as well, just as we first came up through a gate just over to my right, but the entrance, as you guys will see in the video, was a bit choppy, a little bit rough to get up. So we went around to the main gate, but there was a building that we originally saw out there that was like a fireplace. So they reckon that used to be a tower, and there's tunnels that lead all the way underneath there. They reckon you can't get in there now. Obviously, it's all been, like, you know, buried up and everything, but yeah, they reckon that there's like tunnels and stuff that run all underneath here that are quite hard to get to. That was really interesting. I kept seeing, so where I was standing, where that hole was,
and I was right.
You were
right
on my
there,
side.
Right.
I kept seeing something like white, almost to like that.
Yeah, kind of like wave black kind of thing.
I don't know. As you guys can see, it's pretty much dark here now. I mean, the light is just. I mean, there's a little bit of ambient light left, but again, we're out in a pretty open area, so I don't know if it'll get much darker than this. Really,
we'll get some natural light from the moon. It'll get a little bit darker, but
yeah, we're gonna chill out for a little bit, and then go give a go to a couple of dowsing rods.
Yeah, I definitely think down there either something's with him or something's down in that spot. It's one of the two.
All right, we're going to chill out for a little bit, guys, and we'll pick it back up in a minute. All right, catch you.
Bye.